All right. Well, we're going to try a little live stream here this evening, and I'm just getting set up. And don't know if this thing will fly, if anybody can hear me. Trying to check my equipment and see how this thing goes. So, well, look at there. Hi, Mary Lou North. And slow momentum. Wow. So how's the sound? Is this coming through loud and clear? Sounds good. Okay. Hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. Hello. How y'all doing? Suzanne Nelson Klein. Hello. And hey, Kent. Wow, great to see you. And yeah, good. All right. Well, I wasn't going to be on here too long, but I wanted to just give this camera a shot and see how the software and everything works. Extraordinary Journey. Hello. Nice to see you. And so, wow, listen, since you guys are on here, let me ask you a few questions. I'll give you a little something to chat about. For one thing, I wanted to see if what your plans were for this coming year for YouTube. Do you have any special new plans for the coming year? Louis Outdoors, or is that Luis? Stop by for a few minutes. Traveling. Okay, well, glad you stopped by. And hello, Susan with New Horizons. Good to see you. And so, yeah, how about it? What are your plans? What are your plans for the coming year on YouTube? Anything new or different? I know some of you have great channels. I mean, there's Bob. Hello, Bob. And wow, what a surprise. I didn't know how this thing would fly and didn't know how the sound and everything. I got a little camera. I thought I'd try it. Okay, Susan says, as far as the new year, I have a giveaway announcement tomorrow. Great. And 2 meetups. Well, that sounds exciting. And Extraordinary Journey. Hello. Try to prepare better. Before we head to a spot. Okay, well, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm pretty bad to just get up and go when I get a chance. Bob got his sound fixed. Okay. Going great. All right. So, talking about plans for YouTube for next year, but let me ask you another question. What about your rig? Have you got any plans to do upgrades or anything on your rig? I don't have any major upgrades for mine. I do need to get a surge protector. I know that. A couple other things. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you here. Just throwing out a couple of questions here. Let's see. Slow Momentum says, I'm just starting. We have a channel trailer and look to share our RV transporting. RV transporting journey. Okay. Shoot for 1,000 subs this year. Well, man, that would be great. Backroads Nomad. Wow. Hello. So nice to see you. I'm honored to have so many folks here this evening. Adventures in the Heartland. Good to see you. Hello. Mary Lou says we're upgrading the rig to bunkhouse or mid bunk for full time. Well, all right. Extraordinary Journey. We don't have any plans for ours. It's almost paid off. Yeah, well, I'm glad to see that. We're starting to fly here. Donna says I'm replacing my travel trailer. Considering a Winnebago. Well, Travato. Okay. Uh, let's see. A better radio. Kent says a better radio for the RV, so we can listen to MP3s while traveling. Yeah. Um, oh, well, thank you, Mary Lou. Thumbs up. Yeah, I appreciate that. Um, uh, Jolly Heart TV. Welcome. Hello. Glad to see you. Um, so I had, those two questions, like what are your plans for next year for YouTube? What about upgrades? What about destinations? Any of you have any firm plans for destinations? I know Bob is planning a trip to the RV show in Tampa and then on out to Arizona, and probably a lot of you are going out there. Um, what kind of destinations? Okay, Donna says Yellowstone. Uh, will anybody else any firm destination plans? Washington to Maine on extraordinary journey. Well, that sounds exciting. Washington to Maine, and that ought to be a good trip. Uh, all right. Living Light says we need to finish stripping decals and either painting or re-decaling the exterior of Bessie. Well, I guess there's always something to do on the RV. Your plans are much more aggressive than mine. I've got to, I'm tentatively hoping to get to the North Carolina coast some this summer. We hadn't been to the coast in quite a while, and there's some beautiful places along the North Carolina coast. Only Adventure. Hi, nice to see you. Florida to Hot Springs, Arkansas this spring. That sounds good. Bob says don't buy a surge protector. Okay. Ah, well, I won't buy one yet. I've got some time. And Living Light RV is planning Texas. Yeah, I'd love to go to Texas myself if we're ever able to. We certainly want to see Texas. I've long wanted to go there. Uh, so, okay, so we talked about destinations. Uh, YouTube goals. Now, we've heard a couple mention YouTube goals. Wait a minute, Susan's saying she's going to Loretta Lynn Ranch in Florida, Ohio, and Mount Airy. Okay, well that sounds exciting. And Backroads Nomad, Washington to Maine is a long trip. In 2010, I drove the van there. Uh, Power Stroke on $15 in diesel. The rest was on veggie oil. Wow. Let's see. Well, yeah, we did a trip to as far north as Maine a number of years ago, and that was a great trip for us. Went through New Hampshire and Vermont. Of course, we've been to Pennsylvania and New York State a couple of times. We went to Niagara Falls, and we went south to Florida, but we never got farther than about Titusville, and hope to maybe be able to go farther south in Florida. Hi, Happy Prepper. Nice to see you. And Justin and Christine, well, wow, hello. Good to see you. Only Adventure. Uh, so nice to see all of you. We were just talking about future plans, 2020 plans, and wanting to hear from you as far as what everyone had going. I know that Justin and Christine are going to fly down to Tampa, and I know they're excited about that for the RV show. They're having an RV show in Greensboro this weekend. I didn't go to that. Bad weather here, and I'm really not in the market for an RV, although I will be sharing some RV reviews as I have opportunity. I've got one coming up for next week, hopefully. A little review on the same RV that I have, only a 2020 model. That's a Winnebago 2106 FBS that they just come out with, and it's a beautiful unit. I'm going to try to share that. What about your upgrades? Is anybody changing rigs? I know that Living the Good Life RV, they're getting into a new one, and I'm anxious to see that. But we're going to pretty much stick with what we have. There's really nothing wrong with it, except it's not as nice as the new ones. The new Winnebagoes have nicer equipment and more features just as standard options. I mean, chrome sinks and stainless steel sinks and hi, Camper Life. What do you say, William? Nice to see you. Just decided to try out my camera and see how putting out a live stream actually works. I've been had the privilege of joining William and Bob on a couple of live stream occasions, and I appreciate that. I just thought I would try to initiate one and see how that goes. So I'm able to handle the setup and everything. I have not been able to follow it on YouTube. I figured that part out while I'm doing this, so I'm not going to get distracted. Backroads Nomad says new rig is in the works, and certainly want to stay tuned to see what that is. That sounds like a good one. Any idea what you'll be? Well, I won't spoil it. We'll look to see what you have there coming up. Living Light. Let's see. Okay, William's on his phone, so he's not going to be able to chat as quickly as he normally would. I know that's hard to do on an iPhone or cell phone. Hey, Nomadic Hippie. Well, good evening. Nice to see you. We're just trying out a live stream here for the first time this evening, but I can't. I actually don't know how many we have on here. I hadn't got. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do the YouTube. Here we go. I can get more information off the YouTube. There we go. We got 18 watching. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Well, we're not going to stay on very long. I promised Sue I wasn't going to stay gone from her for too long. You know, our wives suffer when we spend too much time on YouTube. Does anybody have that problem besides me? Oh, Extraordinary Journey says we've got 17 going on here. Yep. All right. Well, nice to see you. And yeah, chat on a cell phone is frustrating, says Living Light RV. Yes. All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate all of you chiming in here this evening, and we'll let's see. Yeah. Roy and Becky says I can watch 4 live streams at a time now. Wow. Well, I guess there are a lot out there, and I didn't want to add to all the confusion. I know, you know, we get so many live streams going. it's hard to join see everybody. I mean, I've been wanting to spend some time with Nomadic Hippie on his live streams, and just haven't had time. It's been hard for me just to keep up with Blue Wave, Odyssey, and Camper Life, and the Roads We Roam. Those are some of my favorites, but I certainly want to see some of the others as well. Yeah, Kent on Living Light RV says we both spend too much time on YouTube. That's with Lisa. Yeah, both he means both him and Lisa spend a lot of time on YouTube. Well, I'm going to sign off in just about well, I'm going to sign off at 7 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going. Well, hello, Endless RVing. Nice to see you. Is this MJ or Izzy? Or we sure have enjoyed their live streams too from time to time. Like I say, I don't get to see everybody's. I have a wife to take care of, and I don't have as much time to spend on YouTube as I would like. She says I spend too much time. Probably do. Just for fun. I mean, I'm not serious about it as you guys are, a lot of you. Hey, MJ. Yeah. I mean, YouTube has really been a blessing for me. We've enjoyed so much traveling with so many folks. Bob says him and we were on the phone here when I went live. So surprise. I know I didn't put that out there. Yeah, Bob's got the same problem I do, I guess, sometimes. Well, I mean, if we spend too much time, our families can suffer. And the Rottenbear, when I hear him knocking on the door to go out, I'm going to have to jump up and let him outside. He's been such a good boy today. Thank you, Backroads Nomad. I appreciate the thumbs up. And hey, James, glad to see James there. Well, hello. Christina says you're on. Justin's on a little bit too much too sometimes. Well, we've got to give our spouse attention. I mean, if we don't, we can get into trouble, especially when they have needs. But New Horizon says, is there any new RVs that anyone would like for me to film at the Seaverville RV show? Okay, it's going to the Seaverville RV show. Did anybody get to the Greensboro show? There was a RV show for the in Greensboro here this weekend, and I thought about going, but the weather was rotten, and it's kind of costly for me to go and just knock around there for no reason when I can go. What I do is I go down here to Bill Clemens RV. They've got a great selection of Winnebagos and all kinds of nice RVs. I mean, they've got some beautiful rigs, a ton of beautiful rigs down there at Bill Clemens. So I'm going to be doing a few reviews from there in the coming weeks, I suppose. All right. Well, we're looking at wow, 22 watching. Man, my first try at this. What a privilege. Endless RV says, did I say I was going to Tampa? No, I can't go to Tampa. I really want to, but Sue has not been in good health lately. She's been sick for quite a while now, and I just don't know when we're going to get to go. So we're staying pretty close to home right now. But we'll see. Hopefully she'll get better. We'll get to head out this springtime. I'd like to take some trips to the coast this year. We did the mountains and really enjoyed the mountains this past summer, and but we hadn't been to the North Carolina coast. We like to go to Emerald Isle. Have any of you ever been to Emerald Isle? We're That's one of our favorite places to go. We've stayed at like the Holiday Travel Park. We used to. They got so expensive we can't afford that anymore. You can stay in a hotel room for what they charge. There's a Goose Creek campground. There's a lot of good places down on the North Carolina coast. We love Hatteras. Anybody ever been to the Outer Banks area? Hatteras. That's a beautiful. They've got some beautiful campgrounds there. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate your prayers for Sue. Well, Slow Momentum, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mary Lou, I thank you. Well, I just got a little 25 Kent. I got a $25 camera to put onto my Lenovo computer here, and it seems to be doing well. I just stuck it on there this evening. I've got a microphone coming from my iPhone too. I'm going to try out a mic here. Let's see if I can tell you what what this camera is. It's a Dairy Cam, little DERI cam. Wasn't much money, but it has a little bit higher resolution than my computer camera. It's an old computer, and its resolution was pretty bad. So this is hopefully, I think this is a little clearer. So, well, we're coming up on 7 o'clock, and I'm going to have to say good night, and God bless you to all of you. I appreciate every one of you showing up this evening and sharing in the live stream. And thank you for all the thumbs up and the participation. And hey, we'll look forward to seeing you on your next live stream and on the road, perhaps. Hope we get to meet some of you on the road here before too long. Thank you, Bob. I love all of you as well. And good night to everybody. God bless you until we see you again. I'm going to end the live stream here now.